Let me guess. You check your bank account, see a few $100s sitting there, and think, okay, I should probably invest this, but honestly, what difference is that even going to make? Or maybe you've told yourself, I'll start saving when I make more money, or I'm already behind, so what's the point? Look, if that sounds like you, that's literally most people. And here's the thing, that mindset might be costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars without you even realizing it. My name is James. If you're someone who is in the same boat and don't know where to start, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Today, we're talking about the single most powerful force in personal finance, compounding, and why starting now, even with a tiny amount, matters way more than you think. And honestly, once you really understand this, it completely changes how you look at money. Here's a scenario. You're in your 20s or 30s. Rent is high, groceries are ridiculous, and every time you finally save a bit, something breaks. Your car, your phone, your motivation. So investing feels like something for future you, the responsible version, the person who has their life together. But here's what most people don't realize. Waiting is the single most expensive financial decision you can make. Most people think the key to building wealth is investing a lot of money. It's not. It's investing early. Look, historically, the stock market has returned around 8 to 10% per year over the long term. That doesn't sound life-changing, right? 10%? Cool. But this is where it gets really interesting because compounding means you earn returns on your returns. And over time, that turns small amounts into surprisingly big numbers. Let's do some simple math. Imagine you invest $100 per month starting today and earn an average of 8% per year. After 40 years, you'd have about $349,000. Not bad for something that feels like a small expense, right? Now here's the twist. If you wait just 10 years to start, same $100 per month, same return, you end up with about $149,000. That's a $200,000 difference just for waiting. Same contribution, same market, same person. The only difference is time. Look, that's the power of compounding. Here's another way to think about it. If you invest $1,000 once and leave it alone for 30 years at 10%, it grows to roughly $17,000. You didn't add anything, you just didn't interrupt it. It's like planting a tree. The first few years look unimpressive, but eventually the growth becomes exponential. So if compounding is so powerful, why don't more people start early? It's not because people are lazy, it's psychology. First, there's present bias. We naturally value today more than the future. Spending $100 now feels real. Retirement feels abstract. Second, inertia. Starting feels complicated, so we do nothing. Third, loss aversion. The idea of investing and seeing the market drop scares people more than the idea of missing decades of growth. And finally, social proof. If nobody around you is investing, it feels normal not to. Understanding these forces is huge because it helps you realize the problem isn't intelligence. It's human nature. Imagine two scenarios, Scenario 1 and Scenario 2. Scenario 1, James starts investing $200 a month at 22 and stops at 32. Just 10 years. Scenario 2, James starts at 32 and invests $200 a month all the way to 65. Which scenario generates more money? Scenario 1 does, by a lot, because Scenario 1 gave compounding more time to work. Time beats effort in investing more often than people expect. Your biggest asset isn't your income, it's your time horizon. A small amount invested early can outperform a large amount invested later because compounding needs time to accelerate. It's like pushing a snowball downhill. At first it barely grows, then suddenly it's massive. Now you might be thinking, okay, but I don't have extra money right now. Totally fair. But compounding doesn't care about perfection, it cares about consistency. Even $25 or $50 a month builds the habit and starts the clock. And once the clock is running, you're ahead of most people. Look, the easiest way to succeed financially is to remove decision making because willpower is unreliable. If you automate investing right after you get paid, you never feel like you're losing money. You just adjust to what's left. This is why people who automate almost always end up saving more. All right, let's get practical. Here are the steps you can take today. 1. Start immediately, even small. Open an investment account and put something in. The amount matters less than starting. 2. Automate contributions. Set up automatic transfers every payday. 3. Invest in low-cost index funds. They're simple, diversified, and historically outperform most active strategies over time. 4. 4. Increase contributions with raises. Every time your income goes up, increase your savings rate before lifestyle inflation kicks in. 5. Ignore short-term noise. Markets go up and down. Compounding works because you stay invested. The rule of 72. Here's a quick trick. Divide 72 by your rate of return to estimate how long it takes your money to double. At 8%, your money doubles about every 9 years. That means $1 today could become 2, then 4, then 8, then 16. That's exponential growth. The majority of your investment gains will likely happen in the final years before retirement, which means if you quit early or delay starting, you miss the most powerful phase. It's not linear. It's explosive at the end. Compounding isn't just a financial concept, it's a life concept. Small, consistent actions compound in skills, health, relationships, and career. But money is one of the clearest places to see it because the math is undeniable. Once you understand compounding, saving stops feeling like deprivation. It feels like buying future freedom. Every dollar invested is a tiny employee working for you forever. And the earlier you hire them, the harder they work. Look, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to pick the perfect investment. You don't need a high income. You just need to start. Because the biggest mistake isn't investing poorly. It's not investing at all. Your future self doesn't care if you started small. They care that you started. If this helped you understand compounding in a new way, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want more simple, no-nonsense breakdowns of how money actually works, make sure you subscribe. And before you click away, ask yourself one question. What's one small step you can take today to start the clock? I'll see you in the next one.